Thank you. Defendant, what do you have to say in response?
Yeah, if I may. Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, Your Honor. My name's Ezekiel Delacroix, and I stand before you today as the humble representative of the Jameson Mining and Coal Company, a pillar of strength and resilience within the heart of our beloved Annesburg. Now, I won't deny some of the allegations brought forth today paint a rather dire picture. Tales of violence and intimidation, and as she said, a breach of duty that, if true, would tarnish the very foundation upon which our company was built. But I ask you, before you allow these shadows of doubt cloud your judgment, remember the vital role this company has played, not just in the mines, but within the very fabric of Annesburg. When the sheriff's office was stretched too thin, when danger loomed large and law and order teetered on the edge of chaos, it was the Jameson Company that stepped in to keep the peace. Some of the men tasked with guarding these mines were also the ones who walked the streets of Annesburg, ensuring that families could sleep soundly at night. Now, were they always gentle? Perhaps not. But let us not forget that their charge was to protect and to stand as the last line of defense when others, including the sheriff's department, faltered. And now they stand accused unfairly by those very same townsfolk they endeavored to protect. Listen, as we unfold the truth in this courtroom, you will see that the accusations that the prosecution brings are not as clear-cut as the plaintiffs would have you believe. There's more at play here, more than mere allegations of misconduct, and we'll demonstrate that. And while mistakes may have been made by individuals, allegedly, they do not define the whole of the Jameson Company, nor do they warrant the sweeping and punitive measures being demanded by this prosecution. So, Your Honor, I implore you, as we embark on this trial together, keep your mind open, judgment fair. Jameson Company stands ready to make amends where necessary, but we will not be made scapegoats in a case that is much about power and personal vendetta, failure, as it is about justice.
Thank you, respondents. Right at this time, plaintiff, would you like to reiterate the submitted evidence?
If it please the court, I'd like to call Archibald Armstrong to the stand.
Mr. Armstrong, you may approach.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Plaintiff, at your leisure.
Mr. Armstrong, I interviewed you a few months back, did I not?
You did.
And could you recount that statement that you gave me to the court, please?
Certainly. In my duties as a marshal, I was called to Annesburg to speak with the sheriff regarding a case. In doing so, we spoke, and as I walked back towards the telegram office in order to check telegrams and get my horse, which was hitched outside, a Jameson guard out of nowhere began firing wildly at the man next to me. In doing so, he grazed my arm, but more importantly, he shot several bullets into the side of my horse, CFT Tiberius. I, along with the sheriff, returned fire and put down multiple Jameson guards, now firing wildly, as if taken over by some craze. Afterwards, I was only barely able to save my horse's life due to the dramatic interventions of a nearby veterinarian.
Armstrong, that will be all.
Thank you, ma'am.
This time, respondents, would you like to take the floor?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Armstrong.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Well, I was about to ask you, could you state for the court your full title and name?
Special Deputy Marshal Archibald James Armstrong of Lemoyne.
I am attorney Ezekiel Delacroix. And how long have you been employed by the Marshal Service?
In the 5 states or outside of that?
Let's keep it within the 5 states.
In the 5 states, just over a year and a half now.
Yeah, a decorated career, I hear, huh?
I do my best,
A man of his word.
indeed.
Impeccable integrity of the highest order. From what I hear from town folk, especially up in Valentine, Strawberry, across New Hanover and West Elizabeth, you are a man of your word.
I do instill a sense of professionalism in my marshals, yes.
The people of Annesburg and the people of the court should be proud of this man right here for serving them with such stalwart duty. Thank you for your service.
You are very welcome, sir.
Well, a quick question, though, about this horse.
Certainly.
You say it was shot by a guard. Could you elaborate on that a bit for the court?
Yes, as we were running for cover, my horse happened to be between me and cover. And as I traveled in front of it, bullets that were being fired at me struck it.
That is an awful shame there. That is... Well, the horse lived, though, right?
The horse did live
And
after
the horse lived.
many
okay.
months of rehabilitation.
And you are employed full-time as a special deputy, correct? That's what you devote your time to. You're not a farmer, right?
I am not a farmer, no.
So this horse, what happened to it after, walk us through it. What happened after this horse was shot?
Well, after it received medical care, I relinquished it to one Sunshine, who runs a rehabilitation ranch down in New Austin. However, the horse was fine afterwards. And, after some more rehabilitation, I continued to use Tiberius as a martial horse, though I noticed that he was getting more and more jumpy around people, constantly kicking and whatnot. Eventually, I decided that they were not going to be any more use to me, and I donated it to Sunshine to let him have a life away from gunfire.
A life out in the pasture, a life of freedom. No longer of service to the marshals, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, was that horse later used for farm work?
No.
Was she pulling a plow?
She's a racehorse.
Did she
Never.
pull a stagecoach?
No.
No.
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
I'm sorry.
Get to the point,
He
respondent.
just said a racehorse. I'm sorry. Did she ever enter any races after she was shot? A reminder that you are under oath, Special Deputy Marshal.
Yes.
Oh, is that a fact? Do enlighten the court.
Once Tiberius was recovered, instead of using for martial work, I employed him as a racehorse.
A racehorse. And how did, clearly he probably lost, right, after being shot and injured and incapacitated. It's a victim of gunshots by the Jameson guards, right? Clearly lost the race, right?
No.
How'd he do?
Due to the exemplary veterinarian work, Tiberius was able to regain full movement and ended up coming in second place over the course of 7 or 8 races.
Second place over multiple races. No further questions, Your Honor.